Hey there everybody, PTPOP here, leading you out of the rabbit hole, one grain of truth at a time. And today I'm going to take a divergent path and discuss something very near and dear to my heart, and that's playing guitar. I found a video on TikTok where a young man talks about playing guitar and the beauty of playing guitar. And I'll start off here. I'm a musician. I've been playing guitar for over 40 years. I am the author of well over 150 original songs. I've released 5 CDs of music independently. I'm an independent artist. And I love the process of writing. I love playing. I'm not a big fan of playing cover tunes, but I have been playing out live in coffee shops and taverns and private parties for the better part of 30 years of the over 40 I've been playing. So this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. So let me bring this up here. We'll bring up this young man in the TikTok video, TikTok. And I found his message to be very true. Now, this is from TikToker. I think it's about Nuno. About Nuno. Now, I don't know if that's the person that's talking in this. Okay, this is about Nuno. Let's see what he has to say here.
Anybody who picks up a guitar, whether you don't have to be on stage at Madison Square Garden to be successful. The success of guitar is actually just playing the instrument. It is, because when you put that instrument on, man, you are fucking invincible. Nobody.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, before I ever picked up a guitar, I used to watch the Beatles play. On the rare occasions I got to see them play, or I got to see still photographs of John Lennon. I loved the way his hands looked on the guitar, the way he was making bar chords. I didn't know what a bar chord was, but it looked so cool the way his fingers were on the fretboard. And then when I finally got to play it, when I finally held a guitar in my hands and could feel the strings under my fingers, I loved how much my fingers hurt at the end of a day of practicing and practicing and practicing. And then when you finally get to learn to play a song, it's like so freaking amazing. I mean, the first song I learned to play was Jingle Bells, just the instrumental version of it, but it was just so amazing. I'm like, wow, I did that. I learned to read music. I learned some music theory. I was doing really good. It's an awesome feeling.
Anybody who picks up a guitar, whether you don't have to be on stage at Madison Square Garden to be successful. The success of guitar is actually just playing the instrument. It is, because when you put that instrument on, man, you are fucking invincible. Nobody fucks with you. It's just superpower. And whether you're playing in your basement, a garage, whether you're in a fucking great cover band or a shitty cover band, whatever it is, the love of doing it is really the success of playing guitar and keeping it alive and doing it. It's not, don't get it twisted, because even when you do so.
And I think that's so true, because I just recently wrote a song called Blues Gonna Get You. Blues Still Gonna Get You. And I just sat in my home studio, which is just basically a computer and my guitars. That's it. And I came up with these 2 different solos for the same song. And one is very a lot of bends and distortion, and it's kind of Clapton-ish. And the other is kind of jazzy sounding, a lot of real pretty reverb on it and stuff. And I was like, wow, I did that. Oops, I just hit my microphone. Don't you hate that microphone? Oh my God. Sorry about that. But it's just a fascinating thing when you can come up with this stuff and it feels so good that it just came out of you. It's like you're this fountain of creativity and it just pours out of you. And it's an awesome feeling. There's nothing better than it.
Records and you tour and you play bigger stages, that's when the problems happen. That's when the breakups happen. That's when all shit falls apart. The success in the greatest years are actually sitting in a fucking garage.
Yeah, that's so true. Every time I try to get together with people and jam or start a band or a duo, it's a nightmare. And I've never really been big. And I've hung out with musicians all the time. I've hung out with musicians now for the better part of 30 years. And very few people show up sober. Everybody thinks because they play the guitar, they've got to be high or drunk. And it's just, it's a whole different thing. But for me, at my end, I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried. I'm like, no, I'm just doing it by myself. Thanks.
Sitting in your basement and actually just learning the instrument, playing it for the pure love of it before you make a fucking dime on it, ever.
Oh, yeah. And I think the love of it for me started to go away when I started to play out a lot. I played out all the time. I used to play out like at least once a week in the summer times for a few years, and I was at festivals and private parties, and it was such a drag. You have to drag all your equipment into somebody's house, and nobody's listening, and they put you in the back corner of the house while the party's on the other side of the house. It's like, what the hell did you hire me for? You stuck me in a back room, and then you got to drag your equipment around and drive all night. And sometimes my gigs were 5-6 hours, and I played for 6 hours. It would be like a 10-hour day. They pay me good money, but at the end of the day, you're like, what's the point? And it just comes down to, sitting in your house and learning somebody else's song, learning a Zeppelin song or an Eagles song or Beatles. And when you finally learn the notes that they're playing, it's like so freaking exciting.
It'll never be that pure ever again. And so trust me when I tell you, man, this, whoever's playing it, I don't give a fuck if you're 10 or 80. Success is just picking up the instrument and just fucking loving it,
Oh yeah. It is so true, man. When you pick up that guitar, it feels so good. There's nothing like it. There's nothing I can't compare it to anything. And the exciting thing about it is, like, if you want to compare it to something else, if you want to compare it to like sex is fleeting. Sex only lasts for a few moments, really, in its purest form, unless you're into tantric stuff. But that moment comes, it goes in a blink of an eye. But with a guitar, the feelings, the emotion, the excitement, the ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows, it's there, and it's there as long as you want to play the guitar. As long as you've got time to pick up the guitar and play, it doesn't go away. It just doesn't. It's just a fucking amazing feeling. So let me know what you think. Are you a guitar player? What do you get the same excitement out of playing guitar as I just described? Because I just love it, guys. I love playing. And if you do, let me know what you think in the comments. And what kind of guitar do you play? Have you been in a band? What has your experience been like? I've been in a couple duos, and I was in a trio, a blues singer and a harmonica and myself. That one lasted like for 2 gigs, because they always came to the gig and they got smashed. They would sit there and pound Guinness, and then they come like, "Hey, let's play. You wanted? Where's my harmonica? I said harmonica. Oh my god!" I was like, "Okay, I'm done, guys. Sorry." So let me know. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe. Hasta la vista, baby. My own demons fuel my tears.